everyone, long time no see. I'm back to making videos again. My grandmother and I just got back from Sam's Club, so I figured I would just show you guys what I got. Nothing too special, but yeah. I'm going to make chicken salad for lunches throughout the week. Put it on croissants, some cheese danishes, dog treats. I mainly wanted to show you guys what I got for these two things. As soon as I saw this shirt, I had to get it. It was so cute. It was only $13. It's long sleeves, thin material, so once it starts getting cooler outside, this would be perfect to wear under a jacket. But yeah, if you love coffees in the fall season, this would be perfect. They did have two other shirts that were like fall season attire, but this one was my favorite. It was just too cute. And then Miss Myers, they have their fall scented products out. This was $12, and you get dish soap, hand soap, and a multi-surface spray cleaner. Apple cider scent smells really good. Just fruity, sweet, and spicy. So yeah, that's everything I got. I'm going to be making dinner tonight, so I'll bring you guys along with me once I start that. I'm going to be making a tortellini sausage and kale soup. I'm ready for the fall season, so I've started making soups again. I've never done tonight's recipe. Hopefully it turns out good. Excited to try it. So yeah, I'll see you guys here in a couple hours. So to get started, you'll need 1 pound of mild Italian sausage, and I have my Dutch oven set over medium-high heat. Half of a chopped yellow onion. So I did tweak this recipe just a little bit and added 3 ingredients that I didn't call for, and you'll see those ingredients after I show the garlic. So next you want to add 6 cloves of minced garlic. I also added 1 large carrot sliced just for some extra veggies and texture, as well as half a pack of this Italian salad dressing mix. I saw it in my cabinet and thought it would add good flavor, which it did. Then after those were added, I went ahead and started to break up the meat and give everything a good stir. While I was cooking this, I was thinking of something else to add to give some extra flavor, so then I added only 1 teaspoon of my roasted garlic better than bouillon. If you guys have never tried these, you need to. They give great flavor to a multitude of dishes. Once the sausage was finished cooking, I didn't drain or strain the meat because there was hardly any fat on it. And then you want to add 1 whole carton or 1 whole bottle of chicken broth. Then 1 can of crushed tomatoes, as well as 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. This is the tomato paste that I like to use because it's reusable. You can just screw the cap back on and stick it in the fridge instead of wasting a whole can if you don't need, a whole lot of it. Then you want to give your soup a good stir and then let it come up to a boil. Now it's time to add your tortellini. I'm just using cheese tortellini from Food Lion. It came in a 2-pack. I stuck 1 in the freezer, using another one for the recipe, of course, as well as 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. And I should also note that I did not add any extra salt or pepper to this, since I did add that better than bouillon and half a pack of Italian seasoning. Then you want to add your kale however much you would like. I think I did about 1.5 cups. And of course, make sure there's not any stalks on the leaves because those are not any good. And then let your soup simmer for about 10 minutes. While the soup is simmering, I'm just going to continue to give it a stir to make sure none of the pasta is sticking to each other or sticking at the bottom of the pot. And there you go, all finished. Serve it up in a bowl. I topped ours with some shredded Parmesan cheese. I was going to make some breadsticks with this, which I'm glad I didn't, because let me tell you guys, you don't need them. This soup is so fulfilling. We only had 1 bowl each for dinner, and then I ate on this soup the next 2 days for lunch. I can see why this recipe is so popular. It had great flavor to it, just a very warm and comforting dinner. I'm going to be making this in the future once the weather starts cooling. Tonight we're going to be trying out 2 new recipes: beefy French onion casserole and barbecue bacon green beans. To get started on the green beans, I have my skillet over medium-high heat, which I've added 1/4 of a sliced red onion, as well as 6 slices of thick cut bacon. I'm also starting the egg noodles for the casserole. I only used half of this 16-ounce bag. Once the bacon is finished, this is about the 8-minute mark, you want to start on your barbecue sauce, half a cup of ketchup, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, some garlic powder, and if you like your barbecue sauce a little spicy, red chili flake, as well as 1 heaping tablespoon of Worcestershire, and then give this a stir. Also to note, I did not drain off any of the bacon grease from the pan like the recipe stated to, just because it's extra flavor. But after eating this, you do need to add just a little bit of extra salt. It did need that. Then you want to add 2 cans of whatever green beans you prefer to your dish. And then pour that barbecue sauce right on top and give it a stir. At this point, I noticed that they needed a little bit more liquid, so I did add just a little bit of beef broth just to get that barbecue sauce a little bit more thin. Now this is not necessary, but I did have some extra bacon in the fridge from what I cooked earlier, so I did add a little extra on top. And then you want to cook this in a 350-degree oven for 20 to 30 minutes. Now to get started on the casserole, I have 1 pound of ground beef that I'm going to season with onion and garlic powder as well as salt and pepper. Once the beef is finished cooking, you want to drain off any excess fat, and then you're going to add 1 jar of Lay's French onion dip, 2 cans cream and mushroom soup, I like the one with garlic, as well as 1 packet of Lipton beefy onion soup. And then again, give that a stir to make sure it's well combined. Then I sprayed down my 9x13 dish with some non-stick spray, which you don't even really need, poured in that very thick sauce, and then just slowly started to add the egg noodles until the casserole was well combined. Top it off with some fried French onions, and then you want to stick this also in a 350-degree oven for 20 to 30 minutes. So I just stuck both casserole dishes in the oven and cooked it at the same time. And here they are all finished. By this time, my husband and I were ready to eat dinner. We were really hungry and these smelled so good coming out of the oven. I also added a little bit of parsley to the top of the casserole just to give it some color. Now I'm going to get it plated up. To be honest with you guys, I was a little bit worried about this casserole not being good just because of the 2 cans of cream and mushroom soup and then that whole jar of French onion dip, but this was delicious. My husband and I went back for seconds and this left a lot left over, so again, I'm going to be eating on this for the next couple of days. Of course, the green beans were delicious. I mean, it's green beans with bacon and barbecue sauce. How can it not be? I'm for sure going to have this in my rotation and make it next year for spring and summertime. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed.